So today I am going to take rear axle function and type. How does the rear part of the automobile works? I am going to give you the detail. Rear axle function and type. Function and type. Type of the rear axle also included in this. Okay. So the function of rear axle only I will verbally tell. I am not going to write everything. That fixed to the wheel and rotate with them. Rear axle is fixed with the wheel and it rotates with them. Okay. Then number two, carries the weight of the rear portion of the vehicle. Rear axle takes the weight of the rear portion. I think in short I am writing. That is, it is fixed to the wheel and rotate with them with them. I am throwing the light on the rear axle function. Okay. The second part carries the weight of the rear portion of the vehicle. Carries the weight of the rear portion of the vehicle. Okay. Number two. Then number three, provide differential action. Differential is fitted at the rear axle normally. So it takes the load and functioning of the differential also. Provide differential action. Okay. Then fourth part, acting as the thrust and torque reaction member during the accelerating and braking. Acting as the thrust and torque reaction thrust and torque reaction member during during acceleration and braking and braking. Okay. So these are the function of the rear axle. What does it do? That it is fixed with the two wheel function. That is the it's fixed with the wheel and rotate with them. Rear axle. Second one carries the weight of the rear portion of the vehicle. Whatsoever is the weight of the vehicle in the rear portion, that is being carried by the axle. Third one provide the differential action. Differential gear is also fitted in the back side. Differential gear is also fitted in the back side, so it provides the action for the differential action. Then acting as the thrust and torque reaction member during the acceleration and braking. It takes the thrust and torque when you accelerate the vehicle or de-accelerate the vehicle. That case also, that the load also come on the rear axle. So these are the, in short, the function. What is the function of the rear axle in a vehicle that I have shown to you. Now, three type of rear axle. Type of the rear axle. How many types of the rear axle? Okay, that is, first one is the live axle. Second one, dead axle. Okay, live axle and dead axle. Live axle support the part of the weight of the vehicle and drive the wheel connected to the axle shaft. Live axle, what does it do? Live axle, what does it do? Support the part of the weight of the vehicle. Support the part of the weight of the vehicle and drive the wheel connected to the axle shaft and drive the wheel connected to axle shaft. Okay, the dead axle carries part of the weight but does not drive the wheel. Of the weight but does not drive the wheel. So this is the function. Basically there are two types. Three types are written. Third, I should write it two types only. Two types. Basically there are two types. Live axle means which is in function. Dead axle which is not functioning. Live axle and dead axle, both of them support the weight of the vehicle, no doubt. Weight are taken by them, and the live axle is connected directly to the shaft of the wheel. It gives the motion to the wheel. So power comes from the engine to gearbox, to clutches, to transmission system, to differential, and from differential that power is being distributed to both the wheels. This is your live axle. Means it is supporting the weight of the vehicle also and helping in transferring the power to the wheel. While dead axle, it carries only the vehicle weight of the vehicle only, but it do not help in driving the vehicle. Nowadays, you must have seen there are two types of driving unit: front wheel drive and rear wheel drive. You must have seen all the small cars, they are front wheel drive. So in front wheel drive, the power is being transmitted directly to the front wheel and give the motion to the wheel, while the rear axle is a dead wheel type. It is only just supporting the tires, wheels, but there is no power transmission. So that is a dead wheel type of axle. Okay. While live axle, front wheel is the live axle now, but in heavy vehicles, see, trucks or medium trucks or very heavy vehicle or defense vehicle, etc., whatsoever, they carries the load of the vehicle and as well as they give the transmission motion. They transmit the motion to the wheel. So they are the live axle. Of course, defense truck there are four wheel drives. They give the power to the front wheel also, to the rear wheel also, because they require more power. They have to move on the hilly areas where the road are having gradient upward motion. So for that four-wheel drive vehicles are used. Trucks, heavy trucks, all military trucks, they are having four-wheel drive. So this is, I think, very clear now what is live axle and what is dead axle. It is very clear now. Live axle, all the small cars you see, any small car, Hyundai, Alto, whatsoever the car. In that case, you will find that rear wheel is free on the shaft. Rear wheel, there is no power transmission to the rear wheel, and the power is being transmitted only in the front side. Then it is dead wheel, and in live wheel, the power is transmitted to the rear wheel. Okay, so it is supporting the weight of the vehicle, part of the weight of the vehicle, as well as it is giving the driving power to the rear axle also. While in dead axle, It is only supporting the weight of the vehicle, but there is no power transmission through the wheel, through the dead axle. Okay, this is the very clear difference. All small vehicles are having front wheel drive and rear wheel is free. Then rear wheel is your dead axle, front wheel is your giving the driving. Okay, but in trucks, the reverse. Rear wheel gives the drive while front wheel is free. So dead axle will be front axle. Okay. Now there are two types of rear drives that I am going to tell you, and with the sketch I will explain you. Rear axle drive. Actually, there are two type of rear wheel drive. One is hot kissed drive, hot, and the second one is your torque tube drive. Tube drive. Okay, these are the basically there are two type of drive in a vehicle: hot kiss drive and torque tube drive. This I have drawn a figure of this hot kiss drive. There is engine Gearbox and clutches, universal joint. There are two universal joint. This is universal joint here and at the end here. This is your propeller shaft which is transferring the power to the rear wheel. And this is sliding joint. Sliding joint, what I mean, when there is jerk on the rear wheel up and down, so this propeller shaft has to adjust with the motion of the jerk. So the distance may be shortened, the distance may be lengthened. This propeller shaft has got a splice gear on that which adjusts whenever there is jerk on the rear wheel. Whenever there is jerk, it will move up, distance will be shortened because splines are cut over here in the propeller shaft. So it will move up, shaft will be shortened. When it is going down, then the propeller shaft will be lengthened and it will move in this direction. So it is adjusting. So we have got two universal joint and one propeller shaft, gearbox and clutches, then differential is there and power is being transmitted to the wheel. This is your hot kiss drive. Most of the vehicle are using this. Another one is your torque tube drive, which is also common and it is being used. Torque tube drive. I am going to draw uh, sketch for that also. Of course, a bit rough figure has been drawn, but I will explain you how does it function. So now I will explain you rear axle drive. There are basically two types of drive which are very common nowadays, and that first one is Hotchkiss drive, and another one is torque tube drive. Okay, so in Hotchkiss drive, already explained, engine, gearbox and clutch, universal joint is here, and through universal joint, that is your propeller shaft, which is sliding type of motion is there in the propeller shaft. Again universal joint, then differential, and finally into the wheel. Leaf spring is there to take the load. Leaf spring, this is the cycle of the leaf spring, because when it is being compressed or expands, then this shackle takes the load of the expansion. When it expands, shackle moves up and down like that. Similarly, the power from the engine is directly connected to the rear wheel with the help of Hotchkiss joint. Okay. Now, in torque tube joint, what is there? There is only one universal joint which is being used. UJ I have written in short. UJ means universal joint. Okay. So, in torque tube joint, power is coming to here. From here, there is ball and socket type of joint is there here, which I have shown over there. Ball and socket type of joint is there. This ball and socket type of joint, that ball is free to move up and down with the shaft. So, ball and socket joint, then universal joint is there just for the angle movement. Then it is a torque tube drive. Torque tube is there, and this torque tube is directly connected to the differential. There is no universal joint over here. So, from this, the power comes to the universal joint, sorry, differential, and from differential to the wheel. Now, this inside of the torque tube joint I have tried to show you over here. Power movement is like this from here to here. Universal joint is there, and this is ball and socket joint. Ball and socket. How does it help? It allows the movement of the propeller shaft. The ball moves in a socket, so up and down movement of the propeller shaft is possible because of this ball and socket. And at the rear end, it is the similar. One universal joint is there, and after universal joint, there is the differential. It is sorry. It is directly connected to the differential. It is directly connected to the differential. There is no universal joint over here. Here it is no universal joint, directly connected to the your differential, and the power goes to the wheel, rear wheel. So in that way, the difference between the two has been clearly shown in the figure, which I think must be clear to you. Now, let me write the advantages of this type of drive. First, I will deal with the Hotchkiss drive. Hotchkiss drive, simple and most popular from the form of the rear axle suspension. It is very simple and popular. Popular form of the rear wheel drive, of the wheel drive. Okay, very simple. Secondly, consists of leaf spring propeller shaft with two universal joint and one sliding joint. Consists of leaf spring, of course it is there, leaf spring, universal joint, I will write UJ, universal joint. Okay, then propeller shaft, two universal joint and sliding joint. Sliding joint also I have explained you, and sliding joint. Then the third one, Leaf spring are bolted rigid to the rear axle casing at the middle. Of course, leaf spring is bolted over here with the help of cycle. It is known. The spring takes the weight of the body torque. The spring takes the weight of body torque reaction and driving thrust. These are the detail about the Hotchkiss drive. Simple, it is very simple, very popular also, and it is very simple rear wheel drive. Parts: leaf spring, universal joint, propeller shaft, and sliding shaft joint is there. Then the spring takes the weight of the body, torque reaction, and driving unit. This is for the Hotchkiss joint. Now the other one, torque tube joint. Torque tube joint. The drive system is generally used in passenger car and heavy commercial vehicle. Okay, passenger car and heavy transport vehicle. There it is used, torque tube joint. Then secondly, the tubular member called torque tube enclose the propeller shaft. The tubular member called torque tube encloses propeller shaft bolted rigidly to the axle casing. Okay. Then third one, a small diameter propeller shaft is installed. A small dia propeller shaft is installed inside the torque tube. Inside the torque tube and is spindled to the final drive pinion and spindle to the final drive pinion. And the fourth one, universal joint is installed in center of the ball joint. UJ is installed in the center of the ball joint. Okay. Okay. So torque tube joint. These are the various property and function that passenger car. It is used for the passenger cars as well as heavy transport vehicle. The tube member called torque tube encloses the propeller shaft bolted rigidly to the axle casing. Okay, see this tube member here, it is very clear. Tube member, it is enclosed in a torque tube member and Ball and socket joint is there here at this at the point of transfer of the power. Ball and socket rigidly fixed to the axle. It is rigidly fixed. A small dia propeller shaft is installed inside the torque tube and spindle to final drive and pinion. Of course, the shaft dia is smaller here than the Hotchkiss type of joint. A smaller shaft dia can be used for the transfer of the power. Then universal joint is provided at one point here for taking the angular movement. For taking the angular movement, up and down movement is being taken up by the ball and socket joint, but for the angular movement there is universal joint. So this was all about your rear axle function and type. Then mounting method of the rear axle. There are so many methods how to mount the rear axle. Of course, I am going to draw the sketch which is not so simple, so it may take time. Huh? So, right? हो गया ना